Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to learn about multiple dispatch. So before learning about multiple dispatch, let's take a simple example just like ChatGPT or any supercomputer computing technology or AI like which can look at the image. So I have already this is a highly intelligent machine, and when you throw images or show images like dog to it, so it will automatically say like I have to do bow bow. Or here like if we show the image to cat, then it can already say that I have to do the like meow meow. This is how like we need to understand the multiple dispatch in Julia. So okay, so here like for example, if we show here uh, to dog, then it should do bow bow to the machine, and if we show this, then it should do meow meow. This is how it should work. So just like this, Julia functions are highly like intelligent, and they can like take the multiple types of argument, and according to the type of argument they can perform it. So these are available in other languages as well, and in Julia too. So let's see now how we can use or how we can work with multiple disks. So first of all, what we will do here is that we'll create an abstract type. So abstract type is like the main type, so which needs to be created. So let me create an abstract type animal. So I'll create abstract type animal. Okay, it is created now. Now what I can do, I have to write this whole code in begin and end block, because Pluto doesn't accept like multiple statements or expressions. So now we have created the abstract type here. And now what we have to do, we have to create the struct dog. So let's see, let I'll defining abstract, which is a node type for animal. Abstract types are the nodes, like whenever like for example, if you're going to create the type for circle or rectangle, then abstract type will be shape like that. So now we have to define the concrete type. So defining concrete type animal types. Here we have dog, and then animal we can use, it is inheriting from animal. And then another similar way we have cat, which is inheriting from animal as well. Now what we can do, we can define the functions. Define functions for different animal. Now how what we'll do, we'll we'll create a function of making sound. So now here it will accept the type animal, and then if the type is dog, then what it will do, it will do println woof woof. I can use bow bow as well. So but yeah, woof woof should be good. And function make sound, like when animal is a cat, then I will print meow meow. Now what we'll do, we will create the animal objects from the struct like we have created. So we have learned struct in previous chapter. So we'll create the object dog and cat. Let me just end this one. So I have created everything. Now what I can do is that I'll do make sound, and then I'll pass the dog. If you see, it automatically recognizes like what kind of object we are passing in, and it makes the sound in similar way. Now if I pass anything else, so for example, let us try to do, I'll use struct snake, and which is type of animal. I'll use horse instead of that, and end it. Now let me pass in horse. I'll create a horse object. Now what I will do, make sound horse. So if you see, it is throwing an error because we haven't defined anything here like to horse. So let us search first what does horse sound like. So it's neigh. So we can create here, I'll just add function make sound animal, and if it is horse, then make sound neigh. Okay, I'll not try to sound like one, and I'll rerun this function. What happens is that dog is not defined. Okay, horse is not defined, it's saying. So we have to move this struct statement inside this function. Now let me again try to rerun this multiple definition of horse. This is this feature I hate for of Pluto, but yeah, right now you see we have created both, and if you see, it is working now. So this example is like you can see in programming as well. So for example, you are designing some application for farm animals, but you forgot one of the animal and you want to include it. Then in this way, it makes it easy for us to include those. So it makes our software main more maintainable, like when something changes. That is one. So let's take one more example. Here we will take the addition example. So we'll do simple addition. So what I will do, like add up, and then it is of type int 64 by type int 64, and we need to return x plus y. Now we have written this function in our like calculator. Now I'll just do add up, and then 10 9. This works fine. But what if I do 10.0 to and then 9.0 in float? So it is saying no method matching float 64. So we can just do here function add up x, and then we can just include the float 64 as well. Return x plus y, and you see it is automatically now working. So this is one good example. So we first used x in 64 and then y in 64, and it was working for int only, but it wasn't working for float. We used a similar function name. So if you see here, the function names are similar. You will not find this in Python. So but we have changed the argument to use it as float 64, and it is working. This is a very good example of multiple dispatch using the same function name for multiple types of argument. Last but not the least, what we can do, we can take one more example of sheet. So what our new machine can also identify the shape, and if we show them the circle, then if we show them the, like, if we ask them to draw the circle, like you showing the circle, it will draw the circle, or it can draw the square. So let's create an abstract type first. So I'll use begin and end here as well. Abstract type shape and then what I can do, I can create here struct and circle. It will use the shape as a type for inheritance, and then it uses radius as its. If you see here we are using different arguments for each struct different. Now use struct square, and then it is also a part of shape, and we can just use, I'll say length, which is also float 64, and we can end this now. Let us write the function as well. Function draw. Now what we have to do, if the shape is circle, I'll say drawing a circle with radius shape dot radius. Now I'll copy this similar function again and let me paste it back, but here the shape will be square. Now drawing a square with, what I can do is length. Okay, we have a spelling mistake for shape, 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 but here it is length. Now let's play with shapes. So we'll do circle equals to circle, and then it is 5.0, square of length 4.0. Now we'll say draw circle or draw square. As you can see, this feature of Julia helps us with the multiple types of argument, and we are here to, you can, like for example, you are drawing some paint app, you want to draw circle and square based on the argument, you can do this based on the object type. So if you pass in the object circle, then it will draw the circle. If you pass in the object square, it will pass the square, it will draw the square. So that kind of functionality. So this is multiple dispatch, like it is very like super intuitive, and it is very flexible for us to work with different data types. Thank you guys. In next chapter we'll learn something more. Have a good day. Bye.